It is Friday, which means it's also time for the Friday Blitz. Amanda is off today, but she's graciously given us the green light to continue her pop culture tradition on the show. Today we got three panelists on the Blitz here in Toronto: fashionista and commentator Danielle Williams; in Montreal, Showm FM DJ and musician, self-professed geek, Jason Rockman; and finally, in Vancouver, entertainment commentator and lifestyle reporter Jeremy Saffron. And so, guys, I want to start off with Adele. You know, the British soul singer has just done something that no singer has done since 1993, and the Bodyguard soundtrack by Whitney Houston. So 17 weeks at #1 for Adele. Danielle, let's start with you. What do you think?
I think it's a very great accomplishment by Adele, and I think she will reach that record that Whitney Houston and the Bodyguard reach. The Grammys are right around the corner. Whenever going into the Grammys, artists get a lot of momentum behind them, get a lot of excitement, and Adele hasn't really performed in a really long time because of her throat condition, but she's set to perform, she's set to hit the stage, she has 6 Grammys, so I think she's going to break Whitney's 20-week record.
Jason, you are a musician, and I know we've talked about this in the past. You're going to say, you know, Adele, she's no Amy Winehouse, but you can't argue with the fact that 17 weeks at #1 for an album is pretty good in the year 2012, 2011.
Listen, she has a lot of success. She connects with people, and the state of the music industry right now, at least they have something to tout and something to triumph and to trumpet. I think she's come around at the right time for the music industry, especially because they needed someone to champion, and she's right there. It's a little overload for me, though, and she needs to go away.
Jeremy,
sorry,
no, that's fine. You know what? You're entitled to your opinion. Jeremy, what do you think? What do you think it is, Jeremy, about Adele that people are able to connect with? I mean, what resonates in her style of music?
You know, I think it's her absolute passion for the vocals. She has something that is really, really creative, and obviously a lot of her music was written about her ex-boyfriend, so it'll be interesting now because she has a new boyfriend to see what kind of aligns. But Grammy watchers around the world are right now wondering if she's actually going to perform in February at the Grammys.
Why is that?
Well, apparently it has not been announced. Now, she had throat surgery. She's coming around on that. She was spotted smoking after the surgery, though, so there's a lot of people speculating, is she going to perform for the Grammys? Is she not going to perform for the Grammys? It's not released yet.
Ah, a little bit of rumor here coming from Vancouver for us. Okay, so let's switch over. A similar theme. Michael Jackson honored this week. His kids turned out to stamp his glove and shoe prints outside the famous Mann Chinese Theater. Here's some pictures of it in Hollywood. And our very own Justin Bieber was there as well. Bieber saying that he was nervous and emotional to be part of all this, and really honored to be able to sort of pay tribute to the pop icon. Danielle, what do you think about this issue of Justin Bieber, you know, being a part of this?
I don't think it's really an issue, Justin being a part of it. Right now, he's our generation's Michael Jackson. He's reached great feats. He has even said himself he wants to reach what Michael Jackson has accomplished. So I think Justin being there, he's really paying tribute to Michael Jackson and in a way trying to honor him. He's never actually met him because when he just came out, Michael Jackson unfortunately just died. So this is a way for Justin to really pay homage to Michael Jackson, and I think it was great that he was there. He is, like I said, our Michael Jackson.
Yeah, you know, well, some people say that some of his songs are very reminiscent of the old Jackson 5 days. Jason, your kids like Justin Bieber. How about you?
My kids love Justin Bieber. I think it's a good thing that Justin never met Michael because he probably would have been going to Neverland and riding on the roller coaster. But honestly, it's nice to see a Canadian presence there. It's nice to see him pay homage to his hero, and it's nice to. What I like is the fact that people are remembering how good Michael Jackson was. Forget about all the controversy. Forget about all the rumors. When you went to see This Is It, you realized how much of a professional he was, and how much of a great musician he was, and how much of a legacy he left.
Jeremy, what do you think about Justin Bieber being a part of this? You know, he sang apparently a note, one of the line or two from one of Michael Jackson's famous songs. Your take?
Exactly. You know, it's interesting, too, because Justin Bieber was there, and like Jason mentioned, forget about the controversy. He was a very talented being. He was a performer all around. And when it came to the performance in Los Angeles, what I found interesting about it was the fact that the 13-year-old daughter of Michael, Paris, introduced Justin Bieber on the stage, and she was beaming. She was such a fan of his. He was able to perform. There was no music played. It was just purely vocal as well.
Nice sort of cross-generational tradition going on. Okay, switch over now, guys, to this whole Demi Moore meltdown, admitted to hospital for exhaustion. Police saying they're going to release some of the redacted 911 calls. Gawker reporting that she was inhaling some kind of laughing gas type substance. And your take on this, Michelle? Danielle.
I think it is really tragic what is happening to Demi. She's had a really rough end of year, her breaking up with Ashton, anorexic rumors, and now this. If the tape is released, I'm not too sure if I'll listen to it. Listening to someone in distress worrying about someone, that really worries me, but at the same time, I think that it will be a good thing for everyone to hear what's going on, and maybe with all this media around the bad controversy around me, maybe this will finally give her a change in her life and make her realize she needs to live a healthier lifestyle.
Yeah, there seems to me, anyway, to be sort of a slightly ghoulish quality to this story. Jason, what do you think about Demi Moore and what she's going through?
Well, we see this all the time. We watch our stars under the microscope just come undone in front of us. I think it's really sad. I think she's hurt. I think she's going through a lot. And when I was in the grocery aisle the other day, I went to get whipped cream and make a sundae, and I realized there was no air in it. She must have been through that aisle.
Oh man, that was
She was doing whippets.
That's terrible.
She was doing whippets.
You know, one interesting thing I noticed is that she's got 4.5 million Twitter followers, but the issue is she's actually still using the Twitter handle, Mrs. Kutcher, after Ashton Kutcher. What's your take on the whole Demi Moore hospitalization, Jeremy?
You know, it's very interesting stuff because, speaking of Twitter, Ashton Kutcher is in Brazil partying. They were showing clips of him fist pumping at a Bruno Mars concert while all of this is happening in LA. And when you think of the money that Demi has, the fact that she's basically taking laughing gas is just crazy. Now, the 911 release the call this morning, I actually heard it, and they took out all the information about the drugs, but the woman on the line did mention, she did say that she was smoking some kind of substance. She said that it was not marijuana, and she said that it was almost like an incense type, and that was the only thing basically said about what she put into her body.
Danielle Williams, Jason Rockman, Jeremy Saffron. Thanks, guys, for being part of the panel today. You've been blitzed.
Thanks. Have a good day.
Thanks, Todd. Thanks.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back on Express with more. Stay with us.